Good morning. It is day one of reserve. I have a 5-day bucket and my first 3 days are still empty. I looked in open time and there's really not that much, so we'll see if I get called today. But I do have a 2-day at the end of my week. I am commuting from Atlanta, which is going to be like my new regular, and my flight is like completely open, which is great. All right, so I'm about to go get some food because I am starving. It is like 5:22 right now and I have not eaten today, but we are doing a first today. So I am on an OBR. I'll figure out the directions of this thing one day, which is out of base reserve. So I'm currently in Detroit, basically working out of Detroit instead of working out of Chicago for the next 2 days, basically. So I just deadheaded here. First of all, I flew in this morning into Chicago, and then at 10:08, I got a call from crew scheduling that I got a 3-day trip put on my schedule, and that I had a 13:20 show. So I'm like, okay, cool, way more than, ooh, hey son, way more than a 2-hour call out. So I'm like, all right, cool. But then my trip sheet came up. I'm gonna insert a picture of my trip sheet because this is the thing, like, it's cool or whatever, but it's super low credit. So if I don't end up getting a trip while I'm here, this is just like a really, really low paying 3-day trip. So there's that. This is a 3-day trip, which is good. So I'm here for 2 nights, possibly, if I don't get a trip tomorrow. But there's actually 4 flight attendants out of Chicago that are here right now. So we were all on the same flight. We all got deadheaded to Detroit. And we're all sitting on reserve in between 3 to 5 days here. Which I think is interesting. What I also find interesting is that I'm on AM reserve here when I'm on PM reserve in Chicago, and I was like, that's a little ghetto, but whatever. So if anyone's interested in Detroit, AM reserve starts at 4 a.m. here. So there's that, if you wanted to know. Yeah, so for tomorrow, I'm just on reserve all day. Who knows if I'll get called or not. So like when you are a flight attendant with my company, you can have base, so like you're in base, call first, which means like you're gonna be the first one they call if a trip comes up, on or off. And then you have out of base reserve, call first, on and off, yes or no. And so I have my out of base reserve call first on no, and then the next day I'm on reserve for a couple of hours for like almost the full shift, almost the full 12 hours. And then I deadhead back to Chicago. I'll get my hotel for that night. And then I have another trip that starts, I think, at like 7 or 9 a.m. I have to check the next day. And that's a 2-day. And then I'll be done. I only have 1 day off, which again is very ghetto, but whatever. And then come back to work for a 6-day bucket. Y'all, okay, so this is a lot. I'm working a lot, y'all. I'm working a lot. So I could have those days off at the end of the month that I needed. And I still didn't even get all of them that I needed. I got most of them, but not all of them. And so I'm working like crazy in the beginning of the month because, Jesus, it's okay. It's okay. Y'all just saw like a whole tantrum, I'm sorry. This is my home for the next 2 days. I might even try to get my hair done while I'm out here because I have a lot of respect for Detroit hairstylists and I don't know what I'm doing with my hair. So we might have to get that done while we're here. Anyways, we'll see. Stay tuned. Alright, so I didn't record yesterday because I didn't do anything, but yesterday, I didn't really leave the hotel besides going to the beauty supply store, so there really wasn't much to show. But I got a call around noon that I would be put on ready today for 5:15 a.m. It is currently 4:50, and I'm about to catch the shuttle to get to the airport. I hear other doors closing, so it's either other OBRs or crew heading out. So yeah, I'm about to head out. We'll see if today is eventful. If not, which is fine, I head back on a deadhead, I think around 1 or around 4, one of those. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so let me break down my day real quick. So I just changed because I have been in the airport since 5:15 a.m. I'm sitting on ready and it is currently 6:46 p.m. So I'm in Detroit on OBR. They called me yesterday, I think I told y'all this, at noon to sit ready today. So I've been in the airport since like 5 a.m., you know? I went to the crew lounge to like try to take a cat nap because I didn't know if they were gonna call me or not. And I got a call around 6:30 to do a 8:30 ferry flight. So I'm gonna put what a ferry flight is right here. A ferry flight is when it's just you and the crew. You're basically doing repositioning of the aircraft. And we actually, when she called, I was like, mind you, I had just woke up and I was like, I don't know anything you're saying. She was like, we need you to do a rescue flight, something. I was like, what are you talking about? And so I'm not sure why it was considered a rescue flight. I know I did ask like one of the passengers when we got there, like how long they had been waiting, and we probably got there at like 10:30, and their flight is supposed to be at like 6:15 a.m. So it was like a really small, it was a 200 flight, a really small, just like regional airport that we went to. So yeah, we ended up doing the ferry flight there, which we just had one mechanic on board, that's it. And then it was almost a full flight, almost a full flight coming back. That's all they had on my schedule was that turn, and then they put me back on ready. Okay, y'all, I want a cup of tea so bad right now. Like once I'm done recording this, that is the mission. The mission is, where can I get a cup of tea? That is seriously all I want right now. So when I finally got back, I went and got something to eat, watched some, what am I watching right now? I watched some Money Heist. I went back to the crew lounge, took another nap because I was still, at that time, it was maybe like 2:30 and I was on ready until like 4. And then I was supposed to have a flight at 4:10. Well, the weather is against us. So when I went to go take my nap, my flight had already got delayed to 6 p.m. So now I'm on 13 hours of duty 8:15 report tomorrow, and I have to have at least 10-hour min rest. And my schedule has not changed yet. And if I continue to get delayed, this is just like an update I'm gonna have to give y'all tomorrow probably, or later tonight, because I don't know if they're just gonna if I don't get back in time to have min rest, if they're going to just take me off the trip, or if they're gonna delay the flight. If they just take me off and put another reserve on, or if they keep me on it and they delay it, because it's only, I think, 2 legs tomorrow. And it starts early, and we have like an 18-hour layover. So I don't know, only time will tell. Crew scheduling has not called me. I met like 3 subscribers today, which I love meeting y'all. If y'all see me, please say hi, please talk to me, ask me whatever questions you have in real life. No, don't be nervous, it's okay. You want to introduce yourself?
I'm Alicia.
Hey. So we just ran into each other at the gate, and she was telling me what might happen to my day tomorrow. So like I said, it's an ongoing situation, and I will update y'all later. But I want to say, if y'all see me, say hey. I'm nice in person, I promise.
Yeah, she is. I was scared to ask, but I asked, and I was like, okay.
Say hey, y'all. Y'all, I'm seriously in the airport on the hunt for tea. This might mean I have an addiction, but I have tea bags with me. I also just don't have a source to hot water. So we're gonna keep looking.